Imagine this. You're a delicate, orange and black butterfly weighing less than a paperclip, yet you're about to embark on a journey that spans thousands of miles. Across mountains, rivers, and countless obstacles, your destination lies thousands of miles away in a land you've never seen. Welcome to the incredible world of the monarch butterfly. But why do they travel so far? What challenges do they face? And most intriguingly, how do they find their way? Let's dive into this fascinating story of resilience, adventure, and natural wonder. The birthplace of monarchs. Our story begins in the tranquil fields of North America, where the air is filled with the fluttering wings of newborn monarch butterflies. These vibrant insects start their lives as tiny eggs laid on milkweed plants, the only food source their larvae, or caterpillars, can eat. But why milkweed, you ask? Because it's toxic to many predators, offering the young caterpillars a safe start in life. Clever, right? Milkweed plays a crucial role in the monarch's life cycle. It's not just a food source. It's a fortress of safety in the hostile world of the wild. The milkweed plant contains toxic compounds called cardinalides, which monarch caterpillars ingest. These toxins make the caterpillars, and later the butterflies, unpalatable to many predators. This evolutionary adaptation is a brilliant survival strategy that ensures more monarchs can reach adulthood. The first transformation. Within a few days, the eggs hatch, and the voracious caterpillars emerge, munching away at the milkweed leaves. They grow rapidly, shedding their skin multiple times in a process known as molting. After a couple of weeks, the caterpillar is ready for its most dramatic transformation. It forms a chrysalis and undergoes metamorphosis. Inside this green and gold-speckled cocoon, the caterpillar dissolves into a soup of cells, which then reorganize into a butterfly. It's a complete transformation, almost like magic. This metamorphosis is one of nature's most remarkable feats. The caterpillar, now a chrysalis, hangs silently, looking almost lifeless. Yet, within this casing, an extraordinary transformation is taking place. Enzymes break down the caterpillar's tissues into a cellular soup, which then reassembles into the intricate structure of a butterfly. When the time is right, the butterfly emerges, its wings crumpled and wet. It must wait patiently for its wings to dry and harden before it can take its first flight. This process, from egg to butterfly, is a testament to the resilience and adaptability of monarchs. The Great Migration. Now, here's where things get really interesting. Once these monarchs emerge as butterflies, they don't just hang around enjoying the local flora. Instead, they embark on one of the most extraordinary migrations in the animal kingdom. But why do they migrate? And where are they headed? Seeking the answer. These questions lead us to a deeper mystery. Why would a fragile insect undertake such a perilous journey? The answer lies in their survival instincts. As the days grow shorter and temperatures drop, monarch butterflies must leave their breeding grounds in the northern United States and Canada to find a warmer climate. Their destination? The remote mountains of central Mexico, over 3,000 miles away. This migration is not just a simple north-to-south journey. Monarchs from the eastern United States and Canada head to the transvolcanic mountains of central Mexico, where they congregate in the Oyamel fir forests. Meanwhile, monarchs west of the Rocky Mountains migrate to coastal California. The fact that these delicate creatures can navigate such vast distances to specific locations they've never seen before is nothing short of miraculous. Navigating the unknown. How do they navigate this epic journey? Monarchs use a combination of environmental cues like the position of the sun, the Earth's magnetic field, and even an internal biological clock. It's a marvel of natural engineering. But this journey is fraught with dangers. From severe weather to predators and human activities like deforestation and pesticide use, monarchs face numerous threats along the way. Scientists have long been fascinated by the monarch's navigational abilities. Research suggests that monarchs use a time-compensated sun compass, allowing them to maintain a constant direction even as the sun moves across the sky. Additionally, they possess a magnetic compass that helps them navigate on cloudy days. The interplay between these systems guides the monarchs on their long journey. It's a navigational feat that rivals even the most advanced human technologies. The role of genetics. What's even more fascinating is that the knowledge of this migration is ingrained in their genes. Each generation of monarchs inherently knows the direction they need to fly, despite never having made the journey before. It's as if a tiny, invisible map is imprinted in their DNA, guiding them to their destination. This genetic memory ensures that, despite the short lifespan of individual monarchs, the species as a whole can complete this monumental journey. Facing the elements. Our brave butterflies encounter their first major challenge, crossing vast expanses of open water, like the Great Lakes. Strong winds can blow them off course, and sudden storms can be deadly. But these tiny titans press on, driven by an instinctual need to reach their destination. Imagine being a monarch butterfly, soaring over the Great Lakes. Below you, the water stretches endlessly, with no place to rest. The wind is both friend and foe, sometimes helping you glide effortlessly, other times threatening to plunge you into the cold depths. Yet, you press on, propelled by a force you can't fully understand but must obey. The gauntlet of predators. Next, they must avoid predators such as birds and insects that would love a tasty butterfly snack. Monarchs have a defense mechanism, though. The milkweed they consumed as caterpillars makes them toxic and unpalatable to many predators. This toxicity is signaled by their bright colors, a natural warning sign. But the defense isn't foolproof. Some predators have developed a tolerance for the toxins and can feast on monarchs without harm. Birds like the black-headed grosbeak and the black-backed oriole have learned to eat only the less toxic parts of the butterfly. The monarchs must remain vigilant, constantly evading these clever hunters. Human-caused challenges. But not all dangers are natural. Human activities pose significant threats. Habitat destruction, climate change, and pesticide use can devastate butterfly populations. Yet, despite these hurdles, the monarch's migration continues, a testament to their resilience and the wonders of nature. The loss of milkweed due to agricultural practices and urban development is a significant concern. Without milkweed, monarchs have no place to lay their eggs, and caterpillars have no food source. Climate change also disrupts their migration patterns, affecting their timing and survival rates. But there is hope. Conservation efforts are underway to restore milkweed habitats and protect the overwintering sites in Mexico and California. The importance of nectar sources. During their long migration, monarchs need to fuel up, and nectar from flowers provides the energy they need. However, the availability of nectar sources can be inconsistent. In areas where natural habitats have been replaced by urban development or intensive agriculture, finding enough food becomes a real challenge. Planting butterfly-friendly flowers like lantana, zinnias, and coneflowers along their migration routes can help monarchs get the sustenance they need to complete their journey. Adaptations for survival. Monarchs have several adaptations that help them survive their perilous journey. One such adaptation is their ability to travel in flocks. By flying in groups, monarchs can take advantage of aerodynamic efficiencies, reducing the amount of energy each butterfly needs to expend. This collective strategy also provides some safety in numbers, reducing the likelihood of individual butterflies being picked off by predators. Another fascinating adaptation is their use of thermal columns, or thermals, to aid their flight. Thermals are updrafts of warm air that can carry monarchs high into the sky with minimal effort. By riding these thermals, monarchs can travel long distances without having to constantly flap their wings, conserving energy for the journey ahead. Arriving in Mexico. After weeks of relentless travel, the monarchs finally reach the Oyamel fir forests of central Mexico. Here, millions of butterflies gather in an awe-inspiring spectacle, clustering on tree branches to create a living blanket of orange and black. This region offers the perfect conditions for overwintering, cool temperatures and high humidity. The sight of millions of monarchs clinging to the fir trees, weighing down branches with their sheer numbers, is nothing short of magical. The air is filled with the gentle rustle of wings as they settle in for the winter months. This gathering is not just a marvel of nature, it's a crucial survival strategy. By clustering together, the monarchs can conserve heat and protect themselves from the cold. The winter months. During the winter, the monarchs enter a state of reproductive diapause, conserving their energy for the journey back north. They remain in Mexico until spring, a period of rest and rejuvenation. But this is not the end of their journey. While in diapause, the monarch's metabolic rate slows down, allowing them to survive on stored fats. They remain relatively inactive, conserving their energy for the long journey ahead. However, they are not completely dormant. On warm days, they may flutter around, seeking water and nectar. This delicate balance of activity and rest is essential for their survival through the winter months. Cultural significance. The arrival of the monarch butterflies in Mexico coincides with the Day of the Dead celebrations, a significant cultural event. Local communities believe that the butterflies carry the souls of deceased loved ones, returning to visit their families. This cultural significance highlights the deep connection between nature and human traditions, adding another layer of wonder to the monarch's migration. The return trip. As temperatures rise and daylight increases, the monarchs begin their journey back north. This return trip is not completed by the same individuals who made the journey south. Instead, it takes several generations to travel back to their northern breeding grounds. Each generation lives for only a few weeks, breeding and laying eggs along the way. This generational relay race is one of nature's most fascinating phenomena. The monarch's reproductive cycle is perfectly timed to coincide with the blooming of milkweed plants in the spring. As the butterflies travel north, they lay eggs on milkweed plants. These eggs hatch into caterpillars, which then transform into butterflies, continuing the journey. It takes about 4 to 5 generations for the monarchs to complete the round trip. The cycle of life. This generational relay race ensures the survival of the species. The final generation of the year, often called the supergeneration, lives for several months and makes the long journey back to Mexico, starting the cycle anew. It's a beautiful and intricate dance of life, driven by instinct and nature's rhythms. The supergeneration is unique. Unlike their short-lived predecessors, these monarchs are built for endurance. They live up to 8 months, compared to the few weeks of the summer generations. This longevity allows them to migrate thousands of miles and survive the winter months in Mexico. Once they reach their destination, they enter diapause, waiting for the right conditions to resume their journey northward in the spring. Monarch Watch. Monarch Watch, a citizen science program, plays a crucial role in tracking and studying monarch migrations. Volunteers across North America tag monarchs with tiny stickers to track their movements. This data helps scientists understand migration patterns, population trends, and the impact of environmental changes. It's a wonderful example of how ordinary people can contribute to scientific research and conservation efforts. Protecting the monarchs. The story of the monarch butterfly is one of nature's most incredible tales, a journey of perseverance, transformation, and survival. But it's also a story that reminds us of our responsibility to protect the natural world. We can help by planting milkweed, reducing pesticide use, and supporting conservation efforts. By creating monarch-friendly habitats in our gardens, parks, and agricultural fields, we can provide crucial resources for these butterflies. Planting native milkweed species and nectar-rich flowers can make a significant difference. Additionally, reducing the use of harmful pesticides helps protect not just monarchs but a wide range of pollinators essential to our ecosystems. The next chapter. As we wrap up this chapter of our story, consider this. What other incredible journeys are happening in the natural world right now? How can we learn from these journeys to make our world a better place? Stay tuned for our next documentary, where we'll explore another fascinating creature's life and the lessons it offers us. In the end, remember this. Just like the monarchs, we too can overcome incredible odds and embark on amazing journeys. All it takes is a bit of resilience, a lot of courage, and the willingness to take that first step. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep wondering about the world around you. In our next video, we'll dive into the mysterious world of sea turtles. How do these ancient mariners navigate the vast oceans? What dangers do they face from hatching to adulthood? And what can we do to ensure their survival? Join us next time for another epic journey in the animal kingdom. Until then, keep the curiosity alive.